Here's the math lesson for today in case it was too glitchy on the Zoom this morning. All right, so we're talking about measurement today and length and width. So length is the measure of the longer area and width is the measure of the shorter area. So if you look at this sheet here, pull this out, your width is the shorter one, okay? And length is the longer one. You're going to take your ruler and you're going to measure each of them in inches. So remember, you're going to start at the corner and go across. So going from here to here is 7 inches. So I'm going to write a 7 here. With a rectangle, you'll notice that the two sides are the same and the two lengths are the same and the two widths are the same. So we'll only have to measure once and understand that that's the same. So with the width here, remember with your ruler measuring that way, it goes to 3. So you're going to write a 3 right here. Perimeter, which I'm kind of jumping ahead a little bit, but perimeter is in the distance around a shape, around a square, okay? So if we added these 4 numbers together, so 7 for the top, 7 for the bottom, and 3 for each side, that equals 20. So the perimeter of this shape is 20. Okay, we're going to look at B now, okay? And remember, the width is the shorter end, the length is the longer end. So let's do length first. From here to here, that measures 4 inches. So I wrote a 4 there. This one is 2 inches. So I wrote a 2 there. And we remember that this and this side are the same, and this one are the same. So if I add these pieces, these numbers together, I have 4 plus 4, which is 8, plus 2 plus 2, which equals 12. So the perimeter around this rectangle is 12. So the final one you're going to do is letter C. Remember, length longer. So that to there is 5 inches. So we wrote a 5. Here to here is 2 inches. So we wrote a 2. And remember, top and bottom, they're the same. So one here, that 1 plus 1 is 2. And this one is 5, and this one is 5. And so those are the same. So 5 plus 5 is 10. So 10 plus 2 equals 12. So the perimeter of that shape is 12 inches. Moving on to the guided practice today, we're going to start with number 1. It says, summer vacation begins on the 12th day of the 6th month of next year. On which date does summer vacation begin? So we're going to count. Let's do our months of the year. January, February, March, April, May, June. Okay, so June is the 6th month, so we're talking about June. And then it says the 12th day. So the date we're looking for is June 12th. Okay, let's look at our calendar here. We're looking at the month of March of 2009, which was a really long time ago. If today is Saturday, March 24th, 2009, and what will be the date in 1 week? So if you can see this, we're looking for March 14th, which is located right here. Let's see if we can find it here. Right there, the 14th, okay, so Saturday. If we're going to do 1 week, how many days is that? It is 7 days because there's 7 days in a week. So if we start here at the 14th, let's count 7 days to see where we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my goodness, it was right below it, which is the 21st. So 14 plus a week would be equal March 21st. So we're going to write that on that line right there. The next one says, what is the date of the 3rd Tuesday of March 2009? Okay, so let's find the 3rd Tuesday. So we're going to look at our calendar here. And Tuesday is right there, right? Tuesday, T-U-E is the abbreviation. So we're looking for the 3rd Tuesday. So the 3rd is the 1st Tuesday. The 10th is the 2nd Tuesday. The 17th is the 3rd Tuesday. You know what else that March 17th is? St. Patrick's Day. So hopefully those kids in school that day were wearing green for St. Patrick's Day. All right. Looking at number 3, we're going to write the words length and width on the correct lines. Okay, so remember, length is the longer one and width is the shorter one. So we're going to make this one here, this line right here, we're going to write length, L-E-N-G-T-H. And we know that this one is the shorter one, so we're going to write width, W-I-D-T-H. Okay, now we're going to measure each of those lines to see how long they are. So remember, we're going to start at one end and we're going to measure across. So that is going to be 4 inches. So I wrote a 4 there. And remember, since it's a rectangle, the bottom is going to be the same as the top. So this one is 4 too, also. Now the sides, let's measure it, is 1 inch. So I'm going to write a 1 right there. And remember, this one is the same, so that one's going to be a 1 also. Now, what you're going to do on the next one is you're going to draw a line segment. And remember, a line segment has a dot on each end. That tells us that it stops. We're actually doing that in 5th grade math today. So the dot is already drawn for you for that one. You're going to take your ruler and you're going to measure 3 inches. So take it there where it says 3. That's where you're going to put your dot and then connect your line to mark that segment, okay? So that it's a line that's 3 inches long. Good job. Your next question is write all 2-digit numbers you can make using only 4s and 5s. So 2 digits, 4s and 5s. So easy peasy. Let's do one with 2 4s. 4 and 4 is 44. So that works. How about 45? That's a good one because that uses both 4 and 5. Next, we're going to put 55 because we're using 5 and 5, right? And let's do 54. So those are the 4 2-digit numbers that you can make using only the numbers 4s and 5s. Now you're going to circle the numbers that have a tens digit of 4. And remember, the tens is on the left-hand side and the ones is on the right-hand side. So we know that if it's 4 tens, that's the same as in the 40s. So we're going to circle the ones that are in the 40s, which are 44 and 45. The last question for today is completing the pattern. I always like to start in the middle and see how much I'm counting by. So I've got 36, 37, 38. So now I know that we're counting only by ones, right? So I'm going to start here and I'm going to go backwards. So if this is 36, one less would be 35, then 34, then 33. Okay, so now if we go this way, we've got 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, and now we can fill in the rest of them. 39, 40, and 41. So that is your assignment today for lesson 7. Tomorrow we're going to be focusing on lesson 8. And your homework today, or your assignment for this afternoon, is to do the homework section of for lesson 7, which is similar to the practice lesson that we did. So make sure and get that completed and either scan and email it a copy to Mrs. Hunsicker, or you can bring it in, or you can take a picture of it and send it to her, just so that she has the work that you did it. That's it for today's edition of Math for Grade Math. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Have a good afternoon.